A man who gives the people hope. Only you can take that spark and kindle it to flame.
Looks like it's finally time for a date with destiny.
Let's do this.
Hello everyone! Welcome to PST Channel Game Story, movie style for your busy days. Today we present the grand sweeping epic of a true JRPG masterpiece, Dragon Quest XI. This is the very first story in the entire Dragon Quest timeline, taking place long before the legendary hero Erdrick was ever known. This is the tale of the ancient Luminary who forged the legendary Sword of Light, the blade that would one day be known as the Sword of Erdrick. So let PST save you the time and energy and bring you the complete immersive story of Dragon Quest XI. Our story begins in the world of Erdrea, the noble kingdom of Dundrasil, on a dark and stormy night. As a terrifying army of monsters lays siege to the castle, Queen Eleanor gives birth to a baby boy. On the back of his tiny hand, a mysterious mark glows with a gentle light, the mark of the Luminary, the chosen hero of the great world tree, Yggdrasil. But there is no time for celebration. The kingdom is overrun in a single night of fire and chaos. In a final desperate act, Queen Eleanor entrusts her infant son and the visiting Princess Jade of Heliodor to safety before sacrificing herself to hold back the encroaching darkness. Though they escape the castle walls, the two children are separated. The baby prince is cast adrift in a river, his fate unknown. Miraculously, the baby survives. He is found floating in a basket by a kind old man named Chalky, and is adopted by Chalky's daughter, Amber. The lost prince of Dundrasil, the hero, grows up in the quiet, peaceful village of Cobblestone, knowing nothing of his royal past, alongside his childhood friend, Gemma, who was born on the very same day. On the day of their coming-of-age ceremony, the two venture to the top of the mountain, Cobblestone Tour. But disaster strikes. A monster attacks, knocking Gemma from a cliff's edge.
Help! Help me! Help! Help!
In that moment of sheer terror, the mark on the hero's hand erupts with a brilliant light, a bolt of lightning that strikes down the beast and saves them both. After they complete their prayer, the entire tour is illuminated in a magical light, as if in response to his presence.
Wow! Look!
This is the moment everything changes. Back in Cobblestone, Amber gives the hero his mother's necklace and reveals the truth. He is the reincarnation of the Luminary, a legendary hero destined to save the world from a great evil. She tells him that his journey must begin in the grand kingdom of Heliodor. But upon arriving at Heliodor, the hero isn't welcomed with open arms. He's condemned. King Carnelian recognizes the necklace and the mark on his hand, but instead of a warm welcome, he brands the hero the Darkspawn, a harbinger of calamity. He accuses the Luminary of being intertwined with the dreaded Lord of Shadows, destined to bring about the resurrection of the Dark One. The king's commander, the formidable Sir Hendrik, is ordered to capture the hero, who is thrown into the deepest, darkest dungeon. In the dungeon, he meets a blue-haired thief named Erik. Erdrick reveals that a mysterious figure known as the Seer told him that aiding the Luminary would be his path to salvation. Seeing a shared destiny, they both stage a daring escape, fighting through monsters and even a dragon in the castle's underbelly. Surrounded by soldiers, they make a final, desperate leap from the castle cliffs to freedom. A kind villager saves them, but warns that Hendrik's soldiers have blocked the road back to Cobblestone. Erik, now a loyal companion, leads the hero through a back road into Heliodor's downtown slums. There, they search for the Red Orb, a royal treasure Erik had stolen before his capture. His old partner Dirk confesses that he handed it over to Hendrik. He is now a married shopkeeper. He tells them the orb was taken to a ruin called the King's Barrow and wishes them luck. On the way, the hero's power awakens further. By touching a strange plant, he sees a vision of the past, a carpenter named Flint who was turned into a dog by a monster.
Trees! Oh, a woodcutter's life is the life for me.
After they save the man, Flint is awestruck, believing the vision was the guidance of Yggdrasil, the giant floating tree at the center of Erdrick. He explains that Yggdrasil is the source of all life and that it can communicate with chosen people like the Luminary. Grateful, he helps them by fixing a broken bridge. After obtaining the Red Orb in the ruins, they make a stop near Cobblestone. Here, the hero experiences a powerful vision of his childhood, meeting the spirit of his adoptive grandfather, Chalky, who tells him to find a box at Cobblestone Falls. Waking from the vision, the hero finds his hometown has been razed to the ground by Hendrik's forces. He finds a hidden box containing a letter from his mother and Chalky, along with a keystone needed to open the ancient door of departure. As they head for the door, Hendrik attacks again, but they narrowly escape.
Run! Now!
Their journey takes them to another village, where they meet the fiery mage Veronica. And her gentle twin sister Serena. Veronica is trapped in a child's body. When monsters try to drain her immense magical power, they end up draining her age instead. The sisters have been separated, and the party ventures into a dark crypt to rescue Serena. After another vision reveals the location of the monster that cursed Veronica, they defeat it, restoring her magic. The twin sisters, revealing themselves as keepers from the sacred land of Arborea, swear to protect the Luminary. Serena explains the ancient legend. When the Dark One descends, Yggdrasil's chosen Luminary will rise to meet him. A man they rescued, Noah, tells them he once saw a branch of Yggdrasil, the rainbow, in the palace at Galopoolis, a kingdom of desert knights currently holding a grand horse racing festival. The party travels to the desert kingdom and meets the Sultan. The festival, he explains, is for the coming of age of his son. Prince Faris, who must prove his worth by competing in the race. But the prince seems nervous. He tells the party to meet him at the troops' tent. While the juggler named Sylvando is introduced, Faris makes a deal with the party that he will give the rainbow in exchange for replacing him in the race. During the thrilling race, Sylvando also participated, but the hero's innate skill wins the day. Sylvando, ever perceptive, is intrigued by this mysterious hero. But before they can celebrate, a massive monster, the Slayer of the Sands, attacks. The Sultan orders Prince Faris to lead the army. However, knowing that he would never win this battle, the prince requests the party's aid. Sylvando, never one to miss a chance for chivalry, joins them as well. After a fierce battle, they defeat the beast. Humbled and emboldened, Faris confesses everything to his father. The Sultan, having witnessed his son's courage, is filled with new hope for him. However, there is a problem. The Sultan already sold the rainbow to a merchant headed for the port city of Gondolia. In Gondolia, the party's search is sidetracked when Veronica's wand is stolen by a young boy trying to cure his friend's cursed muteness. He is later cured by birdsong nectar obtained from the party. During a town contest, they run into Sir Jasper, one of Heliodor's top knights. He immediately orders his soldiers to attack. The party rushes to defend the hero and Erik.
You leave my friends alone, or I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Yeah!
But in a selfless act, Erik shields the hero from a powerful spell and is captured. The party stages a daring rescue, freeing Erik just as Sylvando arrives with his magnificent ship to whisk them away. But Jasper chases them with the tentacular squid monster. Just when all seems lost, a fleet of merchant ships appears, cutting off Jasper's pursuit. Their leader, Doge Rotondo, is the mayor of Gondolia, and the boy they helped cure had convinced them that the Luminary was a hero, not the Darkspawn. After Jasper retreats, the merchants tell them the rainbow was taken to the fighting city of Octagonia. The party arrives to find a town obsessed with combat and a grand martial arts tournament underway. And one of the prizes is the rainbow itself. The party has no choice but to enter. In the final round, the hero is partnered with the reigning champion, Vince, and they face off against Jade and Rab. The fight is intense, but when Jade sees the glowing mark on the hero's hand, she freezes in shock, allowing the hero's team to claim victory. During the prize ceremony, however, Vince, who had been drinking a strange enhanced concoction, collapses. That night, the victory celebration is cut short when Rob appears in a panic. Jade has vanished. Their investigation reveals a horrifying truth. Vince, desperate for more of his strength-enhancing drink, had handed Jade over to a monstrous beast. But it was Jade's plan. She was determined to confront the evil at its source. Rob reveals the dark secret of Octagonia. Vince's enhanced drink was squeezed from the very essence of the fighters he kidnapped, and it was also the only thing that soothed the pain of a monster named Octagon, who had been horribly scarred by Hendrik years ago. After the party defeats the beast and frees the captive fighters, a a humble Vince challenges the hero to one final fair duel for all the prizes. Though he loses, the crowd roars with applause, praising his attempt and courage to fight. But before the hero can claim his prize, Rob snatches the rainbow and tells him to meet them in the ruins of Dundrasil. There, amidst the rubble of a once great kingdom, Rob leads the party to a lonely grave belonging to his daughter, Queen Eleanor, and her husband, King Erdwin. The truth is finally revealed. Rob is the former king of Dundrasil, and the hero is his long-lost grandson. He explains that his old friend King Carnelian betrayed them and has been spreading lies about the Luminary ever since. Rob asks his grandson to help perform an ancient royal ritual. Normally, he explains, the souls of the dead return to Yggdrasil, one life for each leaf, but those taken by monsters are lost. The ritual's sacred smoke guides their souls back to the great tree's bosom.
Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace.
The hero then meets Jade, who explains that Queen Eleanor raised her like a daughter, making the hero feel like her own little brother. Their reunion is cut short by the arrival of Heliodorian soldiers, led by Hendrik himself. During the fight, the hero is knocked from a cliff, and Jade, without a moment's hesitation, leaps after him.
Princess!
Safe for the moment, Jade reveals her own secret. She is the Princess of Heliodor. On the night Dundrasil fell, Eleanor saved them both, but they were separated in the river. Rob rescued Jade and took her to her father, King Carnelian. But his heart twisted, lied to his people, claiming the Darkspawn had killed her. Jade is certain her father is being controlled by some dark force, and she and Rob have been seeking the truth ever since. Confronting Hendrik again, Jade uses her knowledge of his unwavering respect for her royal status to create an opening, allowing them to escape. Reunited, Rob explains his theory. A great demon sorcerer named Morigan, who destroyed an entire ancient empire long ago, is behind everything. The party agrees they must reach Yggdrasil. Rob returns the rainbow, and they realize they need to gather all 6 sacred orbs to open the way. With 2 already in their possession, 4 orbs remain to be found. Their quest for the orbs takes them to the sea. They meet a beautiful mermaid named Michelle, who waits for her human lover Kai, a fisherman from Honolulu, who promised to return for their wedding. The party knows a union between a human and a mermaid is impossible. If a mermaid makes a home on land and ever touches the sea again, she will dissolve into foam. Veronica, moved by her story, offers to find Kai in exchange for an audience with the Mermaid Queen. The party hears the story of a fisherman who was engaged to the daughter of Kahuna, the mayor of Honolulu, but got saved by the mermaid Michelle when drowning and had yearned to marry her instead, despite the curse. He abandoned Kahuna's daughter, making Kahuna angry. Kahuna banished him to Saikiki Beach and burned his boat. The woman who told this story knows Kai, as he is her son, whose real name is Kainui. The man in this story was his grandfather named Kainoa. Although it happened 50 years ago, this story continued 10 years later. Kahuna's daughter, Leilani, married another man and had a child. By this time, people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse. However, during a great storm, Kahuna and Leilani's husband drowned. When Leilani and her baby went near the sea, they disappeared, and people blamed it on the mermaid's curse. People went to Kainoa's hut on Saikiki and found that he lived with a baby who was dripping with water. They believed that the baby was the mermaid's child. The baby turned out to be Kainui's mother, but Kainui never believed that his mother was a half-mermaid. When they give Michelle a wedding veil that was found with Kainoa's body, she finally understands the truth. In a heartbreaking act of eternal love, she uses her magic to turn her tail into legs, walks into the ocean one last time, and perishes into sea foam to reunite with her lover's spirit. Later, a letter found in Kainoa's old paintings reveals the final tragic truth. He never abandoned Michelle. He rescued Leilani's baby after she tragically took her own life. Living with the guilt, he took care of her baby. And although he was never cursed, he truly loved a mermaid he could never be with. Before she vanished, Michelle asked her queen to meet the party in the undersea kingdom of Nautica. The queen, saddened by the tale, gives them the green orb as thanks in Michelle's name, reflecting on the tragic beauty of the love between fragile humans and long-lived mermaids. A bond she believes is willed by the world tree itself. The party then tracks a clue about Sorcerer Morigan to the Now What ruins, where they find a beautiful mural of a woman holding a magic key. As they watch in horror, other treasure hunters are lured into the painting and become part of it. The party ventures into the mural's world and discovers the woman, Dora, is a subordinate of Morrigan and uses the mural as a trap to feed souls to a monstrous plant. They learn that Now What was another ancient kingdom corrupted and destroyed by Morrigan when he possessed one of its most powerful people. After defeating the evil within, they obtain the magic key, and the cursed mural disappears forever. The party's journey takes them to the prestigious L'Académie de Notre Maître de Médée. Before they press on toward the crystal kingdom of Sniflheim. But when they arrive, they find a city frozen in time. The entire kingdom has been turned into solid ice. Queen Frysabel tells them a wicked witch in the nearby Hexwood is to blame and that soldiers who were sent to defeat the crone never returned. Continuing into the snowy wastes, the hero is separated from the party in a blizzard and stumbles upon a shocking sight. Sir Hendrik, his sworn pursuer, is being attacked by a great beast named Yormoon. After saving him, Hendrik reveals he was also sent by the queen to slay the witch. The witch herself then appears and freezes them both. But the party arrives just in time, forcing her to retreat. The hero collapses from the spell's after effects. In a nearby cottage, they meet a scholar named Snorri, who reveals a critical piece of lore. The witch, Cristalinda, was sealed within a magical grimoire centuries ago by a great mage. That mage sealed her away with the help of the great beast Yormoon, who acted as her eternal guardian. By killing Yormoon on the queen's orders, they have unleashed Cristalinda's true power. Returning to the castle, the woman they thought was Queen Frysabel reveals her true form as Cristalinda. After a difficult battle, Snorri seals her back into the grimoire, freeing the real Queen Frysabel and melting the ice across the kingdom.
Look!
The grateful queen gives them the blue orb, but then a voice calls out from the grimoire, claiming she is the real queen. Snorri tests them both, and the voice in the book answers correctly. The Kristallina they freed was a fake! Powerless, the witch confesses. She froze the kingdom at the request of the boy who freed her. A boy who wore a pendant identical to Hendrik's. It was Jasper! The party arrived to Arborea, the sacred home of the keepers. Serena informs the elder of their quest and the terrible truth they've uncovered, that Morigan is behind the destruction of Dundrasil, having corrupted the mind of King Carnelian. With all 6 orbs finally gathered, the Holy Father tells them the full legend of the first Luminary, Erdwin, and his companion, the sage Serenica. He reveals that the hero is Erdwin's reincarnation, and the twin sisters are reincarnations of Serenica, destined to finish the fight. That night, on the eve of their ascent, Serena and Veronica play a haunting melody on instruments that once belonged to Serenica. Veronica looks up at the sky and poses a chilling question. She explains that when someone dies, a leaf falls from Yggdrasil, their soul returning to the tree's heart so a new leaf can be born. When she and Serena were born, a single leaf sprouted for them both. She wonders aloud, if one of them were to die, would that single leaf fall? The next day, the party ascends to the very heart of Yggdrasil, a celestial sanctuary where the legendary Sword of Light awaits. But just as the hero reaches for his destined weapon, the sanctuary is plunged into shadow. Sir Jasper appears, his eyes burning with dark energy, and attacks. The party fights valiantly, but is defeated. As Jasper moves to claim the Sword of Light, Sir Hendrik and King Carnelian arrive. Hendrik, seeing his friend's treachery, declares Jasper a traitor to Erdrick. But the true betrayal is yet to come. King Carnelian turns, his face a mask of cold fury, and strikes Hendrik down. His body twists and contorts, shedding its royal disguise to reveal a monstrous demonic form. This is no king. This is the Lord of Shadows, Morigan, who has possessed the king's body for 16 long years. Morigan laughs, effortlessly stealing the Luminary's power. He seizes the Sword of Light and, with a torrent of dark energy,
And this blade is the fabled Sword of Light.
corrupts it into the wicked Sword of Shadows. Then he plunges the twisted blade deep into the heart of Yggdrasil, the great world tree's life force consumed by darkness. Its branches wither, its leaves turn to ash. with a cataclysmic explosion that rocks the heavens, Yggdrasil falls. Erdrick is plunged into an age of darkness. The hero awakens months later to a surreal nightmare. He is in the undersea kingdom of Nautica, but he is no longer human. He is a fish. Queen Marina of the Mermaid saved him, changing his form to hide him from Morrigan's ever-watchful spies. Through her pearl of wisdom, he sees the horrifying state of the world he failed to protect. The lands are burnt, the mountains are cracked, and the sky is shrouded in perpetual twilight. The Lord of Shadows has extinguished countless lives. Nautica itself is under siege by one of Morrigan's fiends, Alizarin, and the Queen's protective barrier is about to break. With no other choice, Marina uses the last of her power to send the hero back to the surface world. He is fished from the sea by a man named Blue John, who reveals that he helped the people of Cobblestone establish a new fortified refuge, the Last Bastion. There, the hero finds a repentant King Carnelian, finally freed from possession and consumed by guilt. Soon after, Hendrik returns from a patrol. He reports that the forces of darkness are massing at the gates of Heliodor, preparing to strike. Seeing the Luminary alive, Hendrik's despair turns to resolve. He swears his sword and his life to the hero he once hunted. Together, they lead the defense of the Last Bastion and win the battle. Carnelian then devises a plan. He will lead the main force to draw the enemy away, while the hero and Hendrik infiltrate Heliodor Castle through the sewers to reclaim it from within. As they navigate the dark passages, a root of Yggdrasil grants Hendrik a painful vision of his childhood with Jasper, seeing them as young squires swearing an oath to protect their kingdom together. The memory fuels his determination. They confront Jasper in the throne room, who, consumed by jealousy and a lust for power, reveals he willingly sided with the darkness to avoid forever being second to Hendrik. He transforms into the monstrous tyrant, but the combined might of the Luminary and the Heliodor's true greatest knight is too much. They defeat him, reclaiming the purple orb. Back at the garrison, they celebrate their first major victory. His honor restored, Hendrik officially joins the Luminary's quest. In a solemn ceremony, King Carnelian bestows upon him the legendary Shield of Heliodor, urging him to be the unswerving shield the world now needs. Their journey to reunite their friends continues. They travel to the mountain monastery of Angri-La, where they learn the Grand Master Pang has vanished. Investigating a lone hermit who went searching for her, they discover it's none other than Rob. He's been trapped in the spiritual cul-de-sac, a realm where souls await rebirth. But with Yggdrasil's fall, the cycle of life is broken, and souls are now lost to the void. Together, they find Master Pang, and the two learn a powerful ancient technique just in time to support their master. Obliterating a phantom of Morigan that invades the spiritual realm. Next, they find Sylvando leading a vibrant parade, his soldiers of smile cutting a swath of joy through the despairing lands. After helping him save a village, Sylvando, revealed to be Norberto, has an emotional reunion with his father, the great knight Don Rodrigo. Seeing his son's unique form of chivalry, Don Rodrigo gives his blessing, promising to care for the troop while Sylvando joins the Luminary once more. Continuing by sea, a terrible storm shipwrecks the party. Adrift, the hero dreams of the seer before washing ashore in an ethereal version of his homeland, Dundrasil. There he encounters the lingering, regretful spirit of his father, King Erdwin.
How dare you! How dare you return here! Begone, servants of evil!
The hero is granted a powerful vision of the past, witnessing the celebration of his own birth and his father's final heroic moments, betrayed by the possessed King Carnelian. Trapped by a monster called the Gloomnivore that feeds on regret, Erdwin's spirit is finally freed when the party destroys the beast. As his father finds peace, the mark of the Luminary glows with renewed, brilliant power. The quest to find their friends presses on. In Octagonia, the martial arts arena has been twisted into a gaudy casino, run by the demon Buga, who has corrupted the wills of everyone inside, including Princess Jade. After fighting through the enchanted Den of Vice, they defeat Buga and break his spell. Jade rejoins the party as they reclaim the green orb. Aboard their ship, they have a bittersweet reunion with Erik, who is suffering from amnesia and is unable to remember even his own name. Soon after, while investigating a pillar of light at sea, they are ambushed by the fiend Alizarin. The Luminary's fully restored power calls down a massive thunderbolt, allowing the party to finally vanquish the beast. Their journey takes them to the frozen kingdom of Sniflheim, where Erik is overcome with a sense of dread. The city is in the grip of a terrifying gold fever plague, turning its citizens into solid gold. The trail of clues leads to Erik's tragic past.
You know what your problem is, dear brother?
With a brutal Viking crew and his younger sister Mia. When the Golden Vikings attack, their leader, Gildiga, is revealed to be Mia herself. Her heart twisted by a cursed necklace Erik gave her, and her power amplified by Morigan. In the Vikings' lair, Erik's memories are restored through a vision, and he confronts his sister. In a desperate attempt to save her, Erik is turned to gold. Seeing her brother's sacrifice, Mia's heart breaks, and her tears of pure love shatter the curse. Erik is restored. And with his sister finally safe, the party recovers the yellow orb. Their journey leads them to a great dragon, sealed in a frozen fjord by the first Luminary. As the beast breaks free and is about to attack, it is suddenly struck down by a powerful blast of magic. The one who saved them is Serena. After Yggdrasil's fall, she had been helping people across the ruined world, her gentle spirit now forged into a resolute and powerful sage. She rejoins the party. They travel to Arborea, where Serena is reunited with her parents. She senses her sister's presence nearby. To their horror, they find Veronica's body lying still and cold, her wand clutched in her hand. When the hero touches the wand, he sees a vision of Veronica's final moments. As Yggdrasil fell, she unleashed every last spark of her life force to create a barrier, saving the party from certain death. As Serena tearfully touches her sister's body, it dissolves into motes of light and disappears. A memorial is held in Arborea. That night, Serena cuts her long hair, a symbol of her grief and her new resolve to live for her sister's sake. As she does, Veronica's wand glows and her immense magical power flows into Serena. The elder Benedictus tells them of Cetacea, a divine sky whale that aided the first luminary, summoned by a mystical melody. He gives the hero Veronica's Calasmos flute, an ancient artifact that once belonged to the sage Serenica. At a place called Luminary's Landing, the hero's mark transforms the flute into a glowing fishhook, which he casts into the sky, summoning the magnificent Cetacea. The sky whale flies them to a floating island, the home of the ancient Watchers. They have guarded Erdrick since the dawn of time, but their numbers have dwindled since an attack by the Lord of Shadows. They give the hero a guiding light, which transforms into a tiny spectral Yggdrasil. Through it, the hero sees a vision of the first luminary, Erdwin, and learns the path forward. They must find the forging hammer in Galopoolis and a legendary ore called Orichalcum to forge a new sword of light in the heart of a volcano. At Galopoolis, they witness a celestial body, Erdwin's lantern, descending towards Galopoolis. Rob explains its fall is a sign of the Lord of Shadows' growing power. The hero spots a small, transparent shadow monster called a Darkling, the spirit form of the ancient evil. Suddenly, a Black Knight, Morigan himself, appears with the Sword of Shadows and destroys the lantern.
What is this? What is happening?
The Sultan of Galopoolis doesn't know the truth. He believes the Black Knight saved them from the falling star. He gratefully gives the party the forging hammer as a reward. The party's quest for the new Sword of Light takes them to the volcanic land of Hoto. There they meet Miko, the High Priestess, who is unable to perform the sacred rite to quell the volcano's fury. She is grieving and wounded. Her son, Ryu, was killed fighting the great fire dragon, Tatsunaga. Recently, she sent the monks to investigate a beast blocking the path to the volcano's heart, but they never returned.
Get out of here! Go on, go!
Venturing up the mountain, the party discovers the beast is actually two children, Atsuko and Atsuo in disguise. They are desperately trying to stop the rite because they know its terrible secret. It requires a human sacrifice, and their own mother is next in line. They believe Miko is hiding something connected to the mountain. The truth is more horrifying than they imagined. Miko's secret is that the dragon, Tatsunaga, was never truly defeated. It is still alive, and for years she has been secretly luring sacrifices to the mountain to feed the beast, hoping to appease it. When the party and the twins reveal this to the villagers, the enraged Tatsunaga descends upon Hoto. As the villagers attack, Miko throws herself in front of the dragon, shielding it with her own body. In her final moments, she confesses the heartbreaking truth. The dragon is her son Ryu, transformed into a monster. With her last breath, she gives her life to the beast she could no longer save. With heavy hearts, the party defeats the tragic monster, finally ending the cycle of sacrifice. The guiding light then reveals the path to the Crucible, a sacred forge deep within the volcano's heart. Using the orichalcum and the legendary hammer there, they forge a new sword of light, a blade of new hope. Wielding the new sword, its power shatters the barrier around Mordegon's fortress of fear. Riding Cetacea, they launch a final assault.
What in the...
The gate is guarded by the sentinel Indignus, whom they defeat and claim the silver orb. Inside, they are tormented by an illusion of Veronica, begging the hero to die in her place. But with resolve unshakable, Serena plays a sorrowful melody on her harp, and the phantom disappears. They are then confronted by a resurrected and empowered Jasper. But his darkness is no match for their unified light, and he is struck down for good. One by one, the phantoms of the monsters they defeated, the spectral sentinels, reappear, binding the party in chains of darkness. But the Luminary's power, now fully reawakened, erupts in a blinding flash, obliterating them all. Finally, they confront Mordegon. The Lord of Shadows is cornered, unleashes the full terrifying power of the Sword of Shadows, transforming into a monstrous dragon. But even this awesome power cannot stand against the pure light of the Luminary and the unbreakable bonds of his friends. They defeat Mordegon, and as the Fortress of Fear crumbles around them, they escape by Cetacea. The dark citadel dissolves into pure light, which flows back into the heavens, reviving the dead world tree. Yggdrasil is reborn, and its life-giving light spreads across the land, healing the wounded world.
It's alive!
The true ending, the birth of a legend. Though Mordegon was defeated, the victory was bittersweet, leaving the world scarred, and their friend Veronica lost. Unwilling to accept this tragic fate, the party seeks out the legendary Tower of Lost Time. There, the Luminary gets advice from the Timekeeper and makes an impossible choice. To travel back in time and save everyone, he must erase the very timeline and the friends he fought alongside, becoming the only one who knows of their shared memories and sacrifices. The Sword of Light becomes the price for shattering the sphere of time, but the hero must retain the Sword of Shadows. After the time leap, the hero stands before Yggdrasil's heart again. And shields it from Jasper's attack.
How?
The purple orb is destroyed.
Master, help me.
The party reveals Jasper's treachery to King Carnelian. He kills Jasper. The hero obtains the Sword of Light without the sacrifice of Veronica. Hendrik keeps Jasper's pendant, while Carnelian invites the hero to rest in the palace. Carnelian sneaks into the hero's room to steal the Sword of Light, but the Darkling attacks him, waking up the hero. Carnelian reveals himself as Morigan. The party defeats him and saves the real King Carnelian. While rewriting history, they inadvertently unleash Morrigan's creator. The Darkling returns to Erdwin's lantern and becomes the primordial Dark One, so-called Calasmos. To save the world for good, the party meets the Watcher and obtains the guidance of light. They find out that the seer is actually a fragment of the mage Morkant's soul. Erdwin was betrayed by Morkant when they were about to defeat Calasmos, an ancient evil called the Dark One. Morkant killed Erdwin to obtain Calasmos' power and became Morigan.
Such power! Lo, it doth burn black.
No weapon save the Sword of Light may end the Dark One's life.
Cannot be used. No luminary now. Only he may wield. Thus cannot kill, but can imprison. Serenica.
Friends, lend me thy powers, that I might bind him and banish him forever!
Without Luminary, the Dark One cannot be destroyed. So Erdwin's allies and the Watcher sealed the Dark One's body in a red prison called Erdwin's Lantern and sent it to heaven. The party goes on training with Master Pang, who is still alive. They meet the Timekeeper again and finds out that she is actually Serenica. By combining the rhythm between Serena, Veronica, and Serenica, they forged the Supreme Sword of Light to finish the fight the first Luminary began, destroying Calasmos. After a final cosmic battle, Calasmos is vanquished forever.
Light! Oh, light! Hideous! Why do you burn so bright?
The hero returns to meet Serenica and gives her the Luminary mark. To grant her the power of time travel. She has been yearning to reunite with Erdwin. But this is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a legend. Generations later, a mother closes a book, the very story we just witnessed, and wakes her young son. Today is a very important day, she says. That boy is the hero of Dragon Quest III. The Luminary story's journey was not just an echo of an elusive age, it was the foundational myth that gave birth to the entire Dragon Quest legend. Did you enjoy the story? If this inspires you to pick up the game and dive in, amazing! And if you're still deciding or time and budget are tight, that's exactly why PST exists. We bring you the complete story, told like a movie, so you can feel the adventure as if you played it yourself. No pressure, no missing out, just the heart of the game when you need it. Tell me your favorite moment below and what you want to see next. Thanks for watching PST Storytelling. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.